Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, I'm going to be making a very special delicacy. Guess what? It's pumpkin. Oh yes, this pumpkin and sweet corn. I'm going to tell you something about this recipe. You know, this recipe was handed down from my great grandmother to my grandmother, to my mom, and then to me. And here I am giving it freely, being generous to you guys. So I want you to follow me to the process and see how I combine these two nutritious ingredients, foods. Yeah? You see how I combine the two of them to get a very wonderful dish. So this is pumpkin. Yes, pumpkin and sweet corn. And the only ingredients I'll be using is my scotch bonnet pepper and my salt. That's it. There is no much, it doesn't require any much ingredients. Just scotch bonnet pepper and your salt. That's it. So I want you to follow me. I'm going to go ahead now and cut this pumpkin, wash it, give it a thorough wash and cook it. Just watch me and follow the process. So here you can see the pumpkin is sliced. I've washed. You need to give it a thorough washing. I've washed the pumpkin and I've sliced it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the seeds. So guys, this is it. I've removed all the seeds and then put it in the pot. So I'm going to go ahead and add water and then let it cook. Sorry. I'll add water and then let it cook. You will know it's done when the pumpkin is very soft. So I'm going to cover it and let it cook. So in another pot, I've put in my sweet corn. It's frozen. So I've put in the sweet corn in another pot and I'm going to cook it in a very low heat. For this, I will suggest, if you prefer to steam your corn, that is absolutely okay. But here I'm going to just cook it in a very low heat for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. So while the pumpkin and the corn is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and mash my scotch bonnet pepper. I think this 4 will be too much. Let me just add 3. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and mash it so that it's ready when I will be needing it. So guys, this is the sweet corn. I've let it cook for like 10 minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and sieve out the water. You can see the water that came out from it. I'm going to go ahead and sieve it out and then put it back to my bowl. So you can see the sweet corn. I've transferred it back into the bowl. So now I'm going to go ahead and check the pumpkin and see if it's soft enough. You really need to make sure that you've cooked it and it's soft. I think I have to. Some of it is not. Some part of it is not properly cooked yet. So I'm have to leave it for a little bit more to cook. So I'm going to give it another check now and see if it's softened enough. Yeah, I think it's done now. It's done. So I'll turn the heat off and then I'm going to gently bring the pumpkin out, transfer it to a tray, because I'll be peeling out the skin, the back of the pumpkin, before mixing it with the sweet corn. So now you can see I'm going to peel out the skin the back of this pumpkin. You see what I'm doing? I'm just going to be taking only the flesh and back into the pot. Okay. This is hot, so you need to be careful if you're doing this part, because it's really hot. I'm just you can let it get cool. Yeah, if it's that hot for you, you can let it get cool before doing this part. So guys, I've finished peeling the back of the pumpkin and I've put it back in the pot. So I've turned the heat on. You need to turn the heat to a very low setting, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my, you remember the scratch bonnet pepper. Add the scratch bonnet pepper and then some salt. I'll be adding some salt, and then I'll be going in with my sweet corn. So now I'm going to give it a very thorough mix. So now remember, you need to put the heat on a very low setting. I've added this scratch bonnet pepper, some salt and the sweet corn. Now all you need to do is to keep stirring it, and then as you're stirring it, try to use the I need to use this. Try to use your spatula to break down the pumpkins. And then, you know, one of the reasons why you don't add so much ingredients in this recipe is because, you know, pumpkin naturally has this sweet taste. So in order to maintain that sweet taste, pumpkin is already sweet, and then you have the sweet corn. So you don't need to add too much spice or other ingredients. All you need for this is just your pepper and your salt, and that's it. You will have a very, very good, nutritious, delicious meal. And also you can see, as I'm turning the pumpkin and the corn, I'm using the spatula to break down all the pumpkins. You can see how it's now blended with the sweet corn. Did you see? Also at this point, you can check for salt. Yeah, you can taste for salt. And then you add according to your taste. So now I'm going to turn the heat off. It's done. Yeah, you can see. There you go. Anytime I'm just like, I feel like I don't want to eat a heavy meal, this is what I just make. It's very nice, it's nutritious, it's healthy. In fact, give this a trial and you will thank me later. See you again in my next channel. Bye bye.